Hello students, welcome to Saurav Sir's classes. Today we are going to solve XAT 2017 question paper set A. In our last videos we have solved questions up till 27. So now we are going to start with question number 28. But before question 28 we have a story regarding that. So let us proceed first with the story. Here we have Mrs. Biswas was to retire in 1 year after serving in the construction department of the Gujarat government for more than 30 years. Okay, so here we have a female lady. So she is serving in construction department of the Gujarat government, and she has been working there since last 30 years, more than 30 years, and she was to retire in her 1 year. So after retirement, she wanted to spend her retired life along with Mr. Biswas, a retired school teacher in a small town in Kerala. Okay, so her husband, that is Mr. Biswas, is a retired school teacher in a small town in Kerala. So she wanted to spend her retired life along with him. Now they had two children, both studying in Bengaluru. Okay, so there are two children of them, and both are studying in Bengaluru. So I don't think we need to consider them in this question here. So let's check. The Biswas wished to construct a house in Kerala with their life savings. Okay, so they wanted to construct their own house in Kerala and they will use their life savings. So the couple gathered information about owning a house in Kerala. They had four options. Okay, so for owning a house in Kerala, they had four options. So let's check the options they had. In first option, they can buy a fully furnished house from a big developer. Okay, so they are gonna buy a fully furnished house from a big developer, so they need not do anything for the development of the house. In second, buy a semi-furnished house from a big developer and furnish it. Okay, so they are gonna buy a semi-furnished house and they will furnish it on their own. So third point is get a local unregistered contractor to construct a house and furnish it. Okay, so they will not go for any big developer, but they will choose a local unregistered contractor to construct their house and furnish it. And fourth, so Mr. Biswas with inputs from the family could supervise the construction of a house back in Kerala by employing the best material, engineers, masons and laborers. So Mr. Biswas is gonna employ all these individually and will supervise the construction of the house. So let's check the question we have. Question is, which option would ensure the best control of quality of construction for Biswas? So we need to find which of these four options, in which of these four options will they ensure the best control of quality. So as you can see, in option 1, 2 and 3, they do not have any control over the quality, because once they buy a fully furnished house, the quality does not depend on them, that is, they have no control on the quality. And in 2 also, when they buy a semi furnished house, the house is already ready, so they cannot have any control over the quality. And thirdly, when they get a local registered contractor to construct a house, he will construct the house on his own, so they do not have any quality control over the quality. But in option 4, as you can see, in option 4, Mr. Biswas will employ the best material, employs masons and lawyers, so he can every day monitor their work, he can every day monitor the discrepancies they are doing, and he is able to take the corrective measures. And as you can see here, that we have Mrs. Biswas, who is serving as a construction department of Gujarat government for more than 30 years. So she has a hell lot of many professional experience, so she will help him in constructing the house. So option number 4 says that they can have the best control over quality, because every day they can monitor their work, hence option number 4. So let's check the options here. The first option would ensure the best quality, no. Second option, no. Third option, no. Yeah, so option number D matches with our answer, hence option D is the correct answer to this question. So let's move on to our next question, that is question number 29. So we do have the same story for question 29 also, because you can see here this caselet belongs for questions 28 to 30. So we will directly move on to our question, that is, which of the following additional information, if true, would improve the chances of the third option being preferred? Okay, so here we have to choose the third option. So here we will have to choose this third option to get a local unregistered contractor to construct a house and furnish it. So you can see, as in option number A, it is said that based on correct information with no additional information, the third option is the best option. So this directly says that the third option is the best option, but here we cannot have any additional information, so this option does not make any sense, and this will not lead that the third option will be most preferred options. So move on to the next option, that is option. But yeah, you must be remembering that in our last question we had that the third option is not the best option and the fourth option remained the best for them to make a house of full of control over the quality. Hence we cannot say that without any additional information the third is the best option. So our option number A is wrong. So let's check option B. Option B says among local property holders the contractor is the third option. Contractor in the third option enjoys a good reputation. So this option seems quite right, because here it is said that the contractor in the third option, that is the local unregistered contractor, enjoys a good reputation because he is constructing house in Kerala and he has a good reputation. So this option makes option number 3 a very strong option. It is very attractive and it points towards the local unregistered contractors. So let's check the other options also. So option C says big developers are less open to changes in design. So this is also making option number 3 a powerful option, because this is making 1 and 2 less attractive, because big developers are less open to changes in design. So people will not choose big developers upon local unregistered contractor. So option number 1 and 2 is weak here, but it cannot make option 3 as much as strong as option B is making, because option B is directly saying that local property holders, among the local property holders, local unregistered contractors has a good reputation. But option C does not have anything to say about local unregistered contractor. Hence option B is leading against option A and C. Let's check option D. Mr. Biswas cannot stay back alone to supervise the construction. Okay, so option D makes option A a strong option, but option B, option 1 a strong option, but not option B 2. That is, here we have been said Mr. Biswas cannot stay alone to supervise the construction. Okay, so from here we can say that they can give their project to a very big developer who will give a fully furnished house, but they won't give their house making to a semi-furnished house because they need to furnish it on their own. But Mr. Biswas does not want to stay back alone to supervise the construction, as Mrs. Biswas had to complete her 1 year retirement, 1 year serving. So Mr. Biswas does not want to stay alone. So this does not make statement 1, this makes a statement 1 strong statement but does not make statement 2. And in case statement 3, it also does not say that they will go for a local registered contractor and furnish it, because if they choose option number 3, that is local unregistered contractor, to construct a house, Mr. Biswas needs to stay back alone and do the construction, supervise the construction and furnish it. Hence option D does not point towards option number 3. As you can see, we need the chances of option third option being preferred. So option number D does not prefer to the third option, hence option D is also not the correct. Now the E, we have the Biswas want to select the furniture on their own. Okay, so this makes the options 1, 2, 3, not 1 but 2, 3 a strong options. 2, 3 we have strong in E, because the Biswas wants to select the furniture on their own. So if they go for option number 1, they will get a fully furnished home, so they cannot have their own furniture. And in option 2 and 3, they can have their own furnitures. So this E also makes statements 2 and 3 strong. Option number this option D, as I said, cannot stay back alone, so this makes option number 1 strong, because in one only he will get a fully furnished house. Option number C, here we have big developers are less open to changes. So option number C says that 3 and 4 are very good, but here also 4 we cannot take, because here he is employing the best material engineers, masons and laborers, so they are among the big developers, hence we cannot take 4 here. It only makes option 3 strong. And in B we have, no, big developers are less. Yes, so this is making 3 and 4 both are strong options, but in option B, as you can see, the contractor in the third enjoys a good reputation, so this is making 3 a very strong option for them to choose. And as you can see in the first option, no additional information, so this is already not going to say anything, because option C is third option is not a good option according to our last question. Hence, as you can see that only among these 5 options, only option B is the one which is indicating that third option will be the best one for them, and we needed best third option to be preferred. Hence, option B is the correct answer to this question. So our answer to this question will be option number B. So I will like to end this video here. You will find solutions to the further questions in our next videos.